Hello guys, welcome to the complete course on how to read and parse CSV file. Let's first understand what is CSV. So CSV stands for comma separated values. It is a plain text format which is a series of values separated by commas. Okay, I'll show you a CSV file, how does it look like, but let's for now stick to this definition. Okay, now there are multiple ways to read a CSV file. We can either read it using split with a delimiter of comma, or we can use OpenCSV jar also. There are multiple jars also available, but as part of this course we will be going through these two methods. Now I'll show you how to use these two with a program and also with a sample CSV file. Now see this is a CSV file which contains serial number, subject, score and grade of three subjects. Okay, now we are going to read this file and we are going to print the scores, subject and the grades of every subject. Okay, now let's come to our Eclipse. Now I have already created a program for you all so that we can just go through it. Now let's first see CSV read. Okay, so here we will just use a delimiter to split the five lines and we will print the values. So see this, here I am just reading a file which is present in my computer, which is report.csv, which I just showed you. What I am doing here is I am iterating here in every line which is not null. Okay, if the line exists, I'll be iterating over it, and whatever line is read, I'll just simply split it with a delimiter which is comma. Since our file is CSV file, we will use comma. Okay, now it will return a array, okay, which we will store in the value. After it is being split and it is stored in this value array, I'll be printing it just with the help of indexes. Okay, now you can do like dynamically getting the headers and everything, but we will see it in the OpenCSV how to do that. But first let's keep it simple and just print the values. Okay, now I'll run it in debug mode and I will show you how it works. Okay, now see this, the file is read. Here we will get every line once. Okay, now see this, it has read the first line which is having serial number, subject, score and grade. Okay, now we will split it. Now see how it looks like in values. In every index, that value will be stored. Every comma is being separated, and since there are four objects, it will be in the four indexes. Okay, now we will just we have already split it, we will just print it. Now let me go to the next line. It has printed the values. Okay, similarly we can print all the values. Okay, this was a very simple method in which we can print the values in a CSV file. Now let's go to OpenCSV. So what OpenCSV is? It is a jar. Okay, now this jar is available on the web. You can search for it and you can download. However, I will also leave a link to download in the description below. You can download from there. Okay, and you can add it in the external jars. Okay, I hope you are aware how to add it in the external jar. Let me show it once. So you need to right click, go to the build path, configure build path, and in the libraries you need to do add external jar, and you can select the file where you have downloaded it. Okay, now let me close it. See, I have already added OpenCSV, so I am not doing it again. Okay, now let me close it and I'll show you how this program works. So here we are creating a object of CSV read. Okay, CSV reader, sorry. It is a class which is being provided by the OpenCSV jar. Okay, now here we are reading the file again, but we will be passing it in the CSV reader class, okay, as a parameter. After reading it, there is a function which is being provided, that is read all. So there what we were doing, we were reading line by line, but here at once whole file will be read. Okay, better I will debug it and I will show you how it works. See, reader.read all in see list R, we have got all the lines, okay, in the multi-dimensional array form. Okay, now see this. We can't say multi-dimensional array. We can say it as a list. Okay, list of strings, or actually list of string arrays. Okay, so you can see here it is a string array and we are making a list of it. Okay, so it's a list of string arrays where we will be storing all the values. See this, in the 0th index of the list we will have all the headers. In the next one we will have all the values of first subject, similarly in the second one and the third one. Okay, now say this, here we are iterating with each item in the list. Okay, so now we are reading line by line, so it's a different method. Okay, now if we are seeing that at the 0th index of the line, if it is serial number, that is the first word in the file. Okay, now we know that it is there, then we need to prepare the headers. Okay, now in this method we are not directly going to print all the values that are there in the CSV file. We will identify which column we want to print and then we will print. So for that we need to get the headers, okay, so that we can access that value through the index of this headers. Let me go next. Since I have found it, it will go inside, and now in that string array I am iterating in that line. Okay, in that line there will be, let me hover over line and show you, it is having four values: serial number, subject, score and grade. Okay, so what I am doing, I am just iterating over all of them and adding it to the header list. See this, I am also printing it in the third one and the fourth one. Now it is done, so it will come out of the loop and it will go to the next line. It means next item in the list. Okay, now see this, it will read the first subject. Okay, see, we have got the first subject, that is English, marks is this 85 and grade is B. Okay, now let me go to the next one. So now serial number is over. Okay, now we are never going to get serial number beyond the first line. So what we will do, see this, ignore other parts, these are like accessing other indexes, but we will first see how we are doing the first one. What we are doing, header dot index of serial number. So we have prepared a list of headers, right? After the headers list is prepared, if we pass the value, we can get the index of that object where it will be present in the file. Okay, are you understanding it? Let me show the value what it is getting. I'll do a control shift I, which is a shortcut to see the value. It is getting 0, which means it is in the 0th index. So now in the line we are having all this, and now I am accessing the 0th index. Okay, so it will print 1. Next is header dot index of subject. It will return 1. Ideally it should return 1 because it is in the second one. Okay, see, it is returning 1 also. And in the line, let me hover over it, in the second place, that is the first index, we are having English, so it will print English. Similarly for score and grade also, it's the same. Now let me just go to the next line. It has printed the values. Okay, now we can run other lines, it will be the same, and the program is terminated. Okay, so now you know how to read a CSV file, how to print the values inside it, how to dynamically get the index and print the values even though the columns are being changed. Suppose grade is coming in the second place and subject is coming in the fourth place. Okay, but in the first method that we are doing through delimiter, we wouldn't be able to like get the correct value because we have hard coded that in the first index we will have subject, but ideally it will be printing grade now. So that will be a problem. So in this program, we will be able to handle that as well. With the same code, we are able to handle both kind of files. So it's a better one. Okay. I hope you all were able to understand this. I hope the video has helped you. If it has helped you, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.